Hello folks, today we're going to fix our fence.
Okay, me and Finley's up on the hill, and right there's our pigs.
Yeah.
And we got our barbed wire here, and I've got a red devil here to help pull on my barbed wire, and I will get my fence stretcher.
And we came up from...
Yep, we come up right up that way.
Yeah.
And what we're going to be doing today... Yeah, you can.
Shoot like a chicken.
And Finley's got his BB gun. He's going to look for squirrels, he says, while I'm fencing. I'm going to tie my barbed wire in up here, and I'm going to run 5 strands of barbed wire on the back of this bench where I have the 2 old strands of electric, because I want a more permanent fence for this cow. And I've got my pasture divided in 2 right now. I'm going to divide it again, but I want this section here close to my house with this grassier part on around, and then the woods. I want to let the cow into here first where I can see it good. Then once I get her used to being out here a little bit and coming to the barn, I will let her in the head of the holler a little more where there's some more grass. But we're going to get this fence fixed first and get her in this section, then I'll move her.
Hey folks, do you think that can go all the way into that forest all the way? And do you think it can just a flying person can just bump in there?
I don't know. Watch where you point it. Show them how you shoot. Gosh.
I just hit 2 of those branches right through the middle, that crack.
Yeah, you're a crack shot, ain't you?
Oh, Daddy, watch the old window right there.
Yeah, don't you be shooting the window. Okay, we're going to walk this wire. I ain't got one of them, nobody to carry a stick with me to... Alright, don't you get into that, Finn. I'll have to find us a good stick to put in this wire.
Yeah.
To make it easier to carry. Alright, let me get on this side. You got your BB gun?
Yeah. Can I get on that side?
Yeah, come on over. We're going to follow this old fence. Let's see here. I guess we'll nail to this tree, and there'll be, I need to add 2 posts. 2 posts. Then that poplar tree is dead there. It needs cut. It's got some bad looking place on the bottom. So, yep, we'll pass it up and we'll skip around it.
Daddy, I see more trail. Right there, look.
Yep, I know it. There's a trail there.
Yeah, so are we going to follow it still?
Or that little dogwood might be good. Yeah, we'll go to the dogwood.
We're going to the dogwood?
Yep, right there's a dogwood tree. We'll go to that.
I never went to the dogwood tree.
I'd rather not use the poplars if I don't have to, because the horses like to chew them. And I'll end up probably cutting a lot of these poplars out of here anyway.
Daddy.
So we'll have to cut a few of them little trees, Mr. Finn. I'm going to take this wire down a minute.
Dad, can I cut?
Well, I'll have to use the chainsaw, Finny.
Daddy, did you still cop my BB gun?
I don't know, Finn.
Leave it in a pocket. Pocket for me, Daddy. Daddy, pocket.
Hold on.
I can't believe you forgot the pocket.
We'll go to that beech tree, too.
Peach tree?
Beech. Nope, that's a beech tree. They got little beech nuts.
Beech tree.
Yep, we'll go from there to that one out yonder.
Daddy, I see Benji right there.
Yep, there's Benji.
Let's follow him.
Okay, we're going to run on around here. Okay, me and Finley come down here to take us a water break, and we have this new water bottle called the Coldest water, and it's an insulated metal cup. As you see here, we've got the nice Fluty Homestead on it. And I put water in this with a little bit of ice 2 days ago, and it is still very cold. And I just topped it off with a little more water before we come out. And we're going to take it up on the mountain with us. And it's got this handle here that I can put a hook on, and hook it on either the fence when I'm working, or hook it on my belt even. And so far, I really like it. And I'll have a link to these in the description. And also, I'll have a promo code. If you're interested in one, you can get 10% off if you follow that link. So, if you want to check them out, it's called the Coldest Water. I'm going to try my coffee in this next. And if it'll keep water that cold, I'm sure it will keep my coffee very hot. So, one cool morning, I'm going to fill it up with my coffee and bring it out with me and see how that does. We had to go get this fence stretcher here.
Daddy.
This I'm going to hook to a red devil. And when you push it, you know, it opens up for your wire. And then the harder you pull, the tighter it gets on the wire. So we had to go get that.
Dad, can we take a break right here?
Now.
Dad, can we take a break up there?
Yeah, we'll take a break up here. We got to get our red devil.
What's the up? Hurry up again.
Alrighty, let's go up on the hill.
But can we take a little break?
Yep, when we get up here, we'll take a little break.
Okay.
Finley, you're going to sleep good tonight.
Let's take a little squirrel hunting. Okay?
Finley wants to take a little squirrel hunting break, he said.
What?
Okay, we're back where we started. Got the red devil. Going to leave our water right there on that post.
Wait, what is it?
And then when we need a break, we'll come back to here. All right, you can see here what this looks like when I got this wire tightened. And that does a good job holding that wire in there. And where I'm pulling now is that tree, and there's one little one there, and then that big one. I'm going to pull it over to it, and then nail to it, come to this. Then we'll go on around and pull from that far tree to hook the nail to this one and this one. So I'm averaging the nailing, looks like about 30, probably 50 feet or more at a time. And then we'll have to go in and add some metal posts and a few wood posts. Put this behind the barb. What? That dogwood's hard to nail in, and this is kind of slick-headed, so until you get them started, sometimes it's kind of hard. Okay, I got my red devil tight, and I'm gonna go up here to. I'm pulling against probably these last 4 trees, so I'm gonna go up here to this corner, and we're gonna nail it and work our way back. And I got to pull it down some, and then I'll have to drive a few posts here and pull it down. I'll get that a little tighter whenever I get that raised up a hair. Okay. I'll get a hair tighter when I get some posts in here. Now, some of you old farmers may scold me on this thin barbed wire, but this fence is more than likely just going to be the divider for another pasture eventually. And whenever I can, and I get this property in my name. I'm going to put a fence on around to the ridge, and then this will just be another section. So then it'll be more of a temporary fence. But I've got some more of this 18 gauge down in the holler, and it seemed to have held up pretty good, which I ain't never had cattle running on it. But I've just got the one cow right now, and hopefully I'll have a few more next year or so. Alrighty, we're going to pull it down lower on this beach. Yeah, it's good. I need to bring my chainsaw up here and cut that. Getting tight. We'll cut me a little notch right here. I'm going to try to slide it down into that. There we go. Now I'll nail that. But that beechwood's hard to nail. Oh yeah, he was thirsty. You get thirsty when you work hard, don't you, Finn?
Yeah. But if I see squirrel right there and right there, right there, I'll just but I need to practice still.
Yeah.
Because it takes like a long time.
You dream about hunting every night, don't you, Finn?
Yeah.
He said yesterday, he said, I have all kinds of hunting dreams. What's your favorite fishing show you watch, Finn? What's that man's name?
Richard Gene, the fishing machine.
Richard Gene, the fishing machine.
That's my favorite video.
That's his favorite fishing videos.
The new ones are my favorite.
His new ones are your favorite.
And do you see how far?
Hey, Finley, what does he say when he catches a fish?
Woo! And guys, do you see how far my vegan truck can go?
Okay, shoot it one time for him. Oh, yeah.
How far can it go?
It goes a long way.
Daddy.
Okay, we've made it back to our starting point. And as you see, I've just got probably, I don't know, there might be 50 foot of barbed wire left on the roll. And that is one tight strand and then one that's loose. So I'll probably gain another 5 feet once I stretch it because it's pretty loose. You can see it's kind of spoily where when you get down to the end here, it's a little harder to get, it's more curve in the wire. So we're going to go now and go back where we started on the other end, get our stretcher, and we're going to stretch it back to this tree. And then once we get that, I've got one more roll already bought, so that'll get me 4 strands I can run today. And then I'll have to get another roll, probably at least, maybe 2, and I have to put me a gate here, and I have to set me a post. And then we're going to hook right down by this tree and tie into this pig fence. And I'm going to probably bob wire the back of that pig lot all the way down to the creek, because when the pigs are gone, you can see the pigs are right here. When the pigs are gone, I will take down this electric and sow that in grass first, which I've already threw a little seed in the top. Then I'll let the horse and cow back in there in the spring until I get pigs again. So this wire will be coming down, this field wire, but you can't even see it in front of me. But this will come down and I'll use it along the back of the house to make it look nice. So I'm going to cut this wire off here now, and then I'll be ready to go. Okay, I've solved one of my problems here. If you remember, I was packing that barbed wire and having to turn my hand and keep rotating it. And I know they make a little tool that holds onto this and got a handle with a swivel, but lo and behold, I don't have one. So to save my hands, I made me one. And this is what I come up with. This is the handle off of the first spool of barbed wire. And this just a little old snap ring with a swivel. And I just bent that in there and stuck it in. And hook it right in there. And now I can hold this. And as that bob wire turns, my hand will just stay in place. So that should save some little bit of wear and tear on my hand. And if I want to get real fancy, maybe I could put me a little wooden handle on here or something. Or I guess just break down and buy me one of those tools I could. But I may put me a little like a bucket handle on here, and I think that would work good. I don't see no problem with that. That little brass ring, I mean, if you was doing a whole bunch of it, you might wear that out, but I don't plan on stretching over 4 or 5 rolls on this project, so I don't see why that won't work for me. We'll find out after I get this other tightened up. Okay, I went ahead and fixed me a deluxe version here before I even take it up. And if you live anywhere around a coal mine or probably in the state of Kentucky, you know this stuff right here, this MSHA tape, which stands for Mine Safety Health and Health Administration. If you ever use this stuff, you know this is the best stuff they ever made. It's better than duct tape. And what I done, I had these little, these are copper pieces. And I think they're like a tensioner, like you crimp this onto a cable, and you know, this holds tension on like a phone line. I think that's what that was from. I got a bunch of these I got out of the barn when I tore it down, and I've used them to hold a lot of electrical wires and stuff running the buildings just to hold it. But I put one of them on this wire, and I put that good black electrical tape on it, and that'll give me a little bit of cushion. So this is my deluxe version now. So that's worth a fortune now, I'm sure. So, may need to patent that right there. But I believe that'll work. So we're going to carry it up on the hill with us because we'll need it in just a minute. Okay, what I've done is I've went ahead and nailed up, if I don't fall here. I haven't stretched this second strand yet. And I'm getting wore down with running around this hill so much. So I went ahead and nailed my third strand on. And I'm going to go ahead and run it with me when I go up here to set up my stretcher. So I'm going to attempt to carry the bob wire with my little doohickey here up the hill with me as I take the stretcher, and that way I can take them both in one trip, and I'll just go ahead and stretch both strands as I go. That way I kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm going to gather up my gear here, and then we're going to see if this little doohickey I made works, and I hope it does. Because that'll save me a lot of aggravation. And, you know, like we say around here anyway, poor people have poor ways. And this is one of them. Oh, looky here. Oh, yeah, that's slicker in the gut. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Should have done that when I started. Well, hit a snag. Yeah, I could run and do this now. And now what I've been doing to space this bob wire, which I don't know, you all can tell me how far apart you would put it. But I'm going to do, I've been measuring down there from this bottom of this hatchet handle up to right about here to the neck, or about here to where the blade comes down. And I'm going to guess, if I was guessing, I'd say that's about 10 inches. So I think that'll be fine right there. And you can tell me right now if I'm wrong. Most people's good at telling you when you're wrong at something anyway. So I'll go ahead and mark that just with my hatchet. And I'm going to go up here and hook my stretcher up, and we're going to go ahead and stretch these 2. Go ahead and mark my second strand here. I could just lay my finger here and hold my mark good, couldn't I? But I'm going to go ahead and stretch these 2 up to this corner post here, and I'll be cutting this out to put my gate in, because I drive through here with my 4-wheeler a lot to go on around in the holler. And then once I stretch here, I'll go probably plumb up to that corner, because it's a pretty straight shot. and I'll pull from them. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 trees I can pull across. And then we'll go and do the next 3 or 4. So hopefully I don't get this bob wire all tangled up with the other one. But we're going to take our time and be careful with it. Alrighty, we're going to get it right in here and stick my face right in that poison vine, that poison oak. That'd be good for me, wouldn't it? I'm allergic to about all that junk. If it says poison anything, oak, sumac, ivy, I'm allergic to it. But cows got to have a fence. So we're going to, that ought to be enough slack. Now I'm going to take my little stretcher here. I don't know if you can see this stuff good. I'm trying to wear my camera a little different so I can get you all some more good video. And I know it moves around a lot when I got it clipped on my head like this, but that's the way I'm going to try to do it. Alright, I'll hook this rascal up. Alright, here we go. Gonna give her a little crank. And this has been easy so far. I haven't had to have my handle with me. If I need to, I'll get it. But I've got a set of pliers in my pocket that has done all the, whenever it gets a little tighter, I can put them pliers in there and it does a pretty good job. Alright, let me check it out. See where we're at with it. There's a dip in the ground right here. And there we go. It's catching them trees a little. But that's good when you got this hump like this. When you put a post there and you raise that wire up a little on that post, it'll help pull it down on it. Another trick that my buddy Jim, that I got the cow from, told me is like if you got a stretcher and you're up in the mountain, you ain't got a post. If you cut you a wooden post and you pull your wire up and nail the, after you pull it tight like that, pull your wire up, nail your post, and the tension of that wire will help pull down on that post and hold it in place. So I can't take credit for that one, but that's what he told me. We'll nail it behind the barb. That'll hold her for the duration. Now we're going to take our rig loose, hook up our next strand, and then move on. Okay, me and Finley have 3 strands ran, and that's about all we're going to get done for the night. It's going to get dark on us soon, so we're going to give it up for the day. And if you see, we got 3 strands stretched out, and I haven't put the posts in yet, but next day I'm going to bring me some more bob wire home. I've got enough for 1 more strand. And then we still have to connect it down here by the barn and over by the pigs. So it'll need a little more and a few more posts. And then we'll be good to go, won't we, Finn?
Yeah.
Finley's playing with the dull hatchet. Okay. No, don't do it like that. Tell the folks bye and thanks for watching.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.
We appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hope you have a very blessed day.
Like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on new outdoor videos. We pop up so many, and like I cannot stand the fish. And ones are the high ones, or like down, chicken ones, or the high ones, or the turkey ones, or the better ones. So make sure you have them on your phone or your iPad or your tablet. But you don't have to go on video games or whatever you can find on any of those, then you can just click on subscribe or YouTube channel.
Okay.
Bye, folks. Bye.